Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson here. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use TradingView.com, right, to draw on your charts and prepare to take your trades. If you go to TradingView.com, I have a actual account already, but in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the option to create an account. And what you're going to do is actually create an account, right? You're going to click sign up, and you're going to create a username, right? An email. You'll type your email in and create a password, and it's that simple. You can create a free account. Now, you do not have to upgrade to one of the paid memberships. You can actually keep the free membership, but I'm going to show you a few features in this video that may cause you to want to upgrade, which the higher packages are pretty reasonable, right? And I think it's worth it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. All right, so what you would do is come over here to the search bar and type in any pair that you would want to evaluate. So if I wanted to evaluate GBP, JPY, I could click on this one. I usually just use the first one, and then it will bring up the pair and give me the option to bring up the full featured chart. And I'm going to click it, and then it will bring up the chart in a new window. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this off, remove all drawing tools. But I'm just going to go back over here because I want to also show you that you can actually pull up Bitcoin pairs as well. I always use Bitfinex. I'm going to click that, and then again click full featured chart, and it will bring up a new window with the chart. All right, that's how that works. All right, so I already have the chart that I'm going to show you guys pulled up. I'm going to remove all drawing tools. So let's say you've drawn on your chart and you want to clear it off. You double click the screen, go to remove, and you're going to click remove all drawing tools, and it'll make the screen blank again. If you want to change the settings on your chart, you go to properties. All right, background. I like a nice clean black background, so of course I changed mine to black. I got rid of the vertical and horizontal lines, right? You could either make them black, or you can use this line right here, slide this all the way over to make it so you can't even see it. All right, that's about it. The theme under style, I have it set to dark, and that's about it. So that's how you would change your background to black. All right, now let's go over the actual tools. So over here you have a list of tools. Right off the bat, I want to show you how to measure your pips, but I can go to any area on the screen, click and drag, and you see as I'm dragging, it shows you the amount of bars, right, the length of time from the point you selected to where you are now, how long it took. For example, for this to get down here and come back here, it took 20 days, right? But if I click it and drag it, all right, it tells you the amount of pips from here to here is 382 pips. All right, and that's usually what I use it for. The pip count, 382 pips is in that example. All right, so they also have a lock feature. So you can click this button, and let's say I just wanted to lock this so I can measure different areas on the screen. I don't have to keep going over and selecting the actual feature. I can just keep it locked and continue to draw. And to unlock, I just unlock it and click the crosshairs, and now I'm back to normal. All right, now right here you have the special features, the trend line. I can draw trend lines on the screen like this. You can draw trend lines, and then once you draw the trend line, it gives you the options right here, right, to make it, you know, the thickness of the line. You can change that. You can change the color of the line to whatever you want, right? um, the type of line, right? But for the most part, I just leave mine regular. Okay. What else? If you click and drag, you can move the line across the screen anywhere you would want. Um, you can clone the line, all right, which is a very nice tool. I used to clone my lines, but now I'll show you a different tool that makes it easier. Instead of cloning a line and dragging it exactly where I want it, there's an easier way to do that. And I'll show you how to use that tool in a second. All right, but I'm not going to go over every single tool, but really what I want to show you is how you can create one of these right in the center of your screen. This is my list of tools that I use all the time. So I basically created my own favorite toolbar, so I never have to keep coming over here. Only thing I really come over here for is the ruler, right? And also I come over here to lock a feature. So if I'm, putting, reversal areas on the screen, I can just, do it very quickly, unlock it, and go back to my pointer, right? This is the go back and undo. And they also, if you hover over it, it gives you the actual buttons that you can click on your keyboard to make it go faster. All right, so let's say I just wanted to erase one of these lines. I select the line, it gives me this toolbar once again, and I click the trash can, it gets rid of it. But if I wanted to do it faster, I could just click this button and it will just go back and erase the last things that I did. All right, and if I want to reset something, hit the forward button and it'll go back. But as you can see, Control Z, like I was saying, if I hit Control Z, it does the same exact feature. All right, so if you hover your mouse over certain things, then you can actually see what the quick menu would be. But if you come over here and you click the favorites button, the star, you can star your favorite tools and it will create this toolbar right here. So I have my favorite tools starred, okay, that I use all the time and that I use frequently. I have them all starred, right? The horizontal box right here. So I never have to come over here and find it. I can just click and use, right? My circle, when I want to highlight a certain area, I can create a circle. I can change the color. You can also you can fade it and make it less visible, right? But I like mine visible, so I'm good with that. What else? I use this to, if I'm drawing on the chart and I want to remember which direction the market was moving when I looked, I'll use this to make a notation, so I know at a glance which way I believe the market was going to move. I like using this right here for when I'm marking up a chart. And I'll give you an example of marking up the chart before I end this video, but I like to mark with the last place that I looked and then seeing which way the market went, right? So I use this vertical line as a means to mark a chart, for what I was seeing. This is the tool I was telling you about where I can draw my trend line, okay, and then drag and put a bottom trend line on the chart, and now I have a zone, right? And it automatically gives me the middle of the zone, and I can see that this middle zone is being respected over and over again. So that's a quick little tool that I found instead of actually drawing the trend line and then having to clone the trend line, right, and then having to slide it down and perfectly set it. I can just use that other tool very quickly to actually draw my zone. Boom, boom, real fast. All right. The fibs. I like the fib tool where I can create a zone from here to here, retraced, and then my extension to the 272 is right here. That would have been a winning trade. But I like the fibs So I use that a lot. I'll use my arrows to mark a particular area. I use this to create a note, right? If I want to type some text, um, you know, reverse of trend, or I can write, trend zone broken. Whatever I want to notate to remember, I can write that and annotate it so I won't forget. Of course, I click the trash can. To create my own text box, create my own text box. I use this, and it gives me the words that I just typed, right? This is a nice, neat tool that I can clearly see Elliott waves on the chart, right? So I'll use that from time to time, long position, right? To see very at a glance, very quickly, the amount of pips that I stand to gain versus the amount of pips that I stand to lose, right? So really easy, 30 versus 334 to gain. Very simple tool. And then again, short position, right? Works the same exact way. I can stretch this out to see clearly, right? My stop loss versus my take profit for a short position or a sell, right? And then this right here, I can use to measure. I can use this as a quick tool to measure. Instead of using the ruler, I can use this as a means to measure very quickly and readjust as I need to, and then quickly delete. So I'll go through how I draw on the chart using these tools very quickly, and then you guys can customize your list however you want with any of these tools. You can, add it to the favorites, and then it pops up, or if I want to remove it, take it away, it disappears, right? So whatever tools you use frequently, you can just go ahead and star it, and it'll give you the ability to do that. All right, so you can see what I have starred. I don't use anything there. But anyway, let's draw on the chart real quick. This is GJ, very clean chart. I'm going to go ahead and take this to the weekly. I start drawing on the weekly chart. And what I like to do is change this to a line chart so I can get my major reversal areas, right, that are near where market is now. See, with the actual candles, we have the wicks involved. But when I click this button and change it to a line chart, then I can quickly, see the peaks and the lows for the reversals. So what I'll do is I'll grab this. I'm going to change this color to orange, and I'm going to lock the tool so I can go ahead and put my lines on the chart. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking for areas where the market reversed, and this is the weekly chart, very high time frame. So I can really be, dependent upon these zones. Remember, this is not exact. This is going to be a zone, right? So in this area near these orange lines is where I'm going to be looking for reversals taking place in the market, right? And I don't mark a lot. I have to mark 5 lines at the most, right? Horizontal lines off the weekly. All right. Once that's done, I will unlock that tool, click my crosshairs, go back to candles, and drop this down from the weekly to the daily, right? And then I come in closer and get a look at what's happening. So clearly I can see at these orange lines, price likes respecting. And again, I drew these off the weekly chart, so these are very highly respected lines, all right? And these are zones. That means that it's not going to actually be respected all the time right on the actual line. You can see here it went past dipped all the way down here before it reversed, right? So it's just kind of a general guide that I like to include on my charts. Okay. Now another thing I'll do sometimes is to go and mark um, trends, trend lines, trends that are being respected. And this is not gonna, I'm not gonna get into market structure, but I like having my lines drawn so I can see when the market actually, is looking to fake out. So the market makers will go, I want my line so I can see where the market makers like to overextend, make people believe that a reversal is coming, but they will go further and then actually break the line. I like doing that because if I know that the market makers are looking to actually fool me, then I will go ahead and be patient and expect the market to move past my trend line, and then when it falls below this trend line, I can feel confident. Okay, when I get an engulfing moving the opposite direction, that and when I say engulfing, I mean engulfing candle. I'm trying to be cognizant of the new people watching this video, but the engulfing candle strongly giving me price action moving away from my trend line is a good indication that okay, it's doing exactly what I want it to do, and I can catch that trend, the beginning of the reversal of the trend going the opposite direction. And there's other ways to do it. That's just one way that I like to verify. All right. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to use the tool that I told you about earlier, where I draw it like this, click, and then drag to find the bottom of this trend. And like I said, it's not 100%. You can see I got engulfing, breaking this trend line right here. Okay, where did it go to? It went to the orange weekly area, bounced, came back in. If I zoom in on the daily, which each candle represents one day, we got a bounce right here off of this weekly support, or excuse me, resistance. It came back down to this trend line, and what did it do? It bounced and went back up. So this is a nice trend, downtrend. Clearly the market is moving down. How can I tell? Well, from the top, from this area right here to where the market is now, which direction did the market move? The market moved overall in a downwards direction, right? But the market never moves just in a straight line, right? The market never moves in only a straight line. What the market does, like this is the direction that the market went, but it didn't go straight there. It went here or here, then it went 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 here. But overall, the direction is down. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all those that I just did, and we're gonna keep on going. So I'm gonna drop this down to the 4-hour. All right, now we're closer. All right, so based on market structure, all right, I like to keep my chart very, very clean. All right, I'm gonna change this to green. So I have a buy right now. Which way is the market moving? Where did it come from, and where is it going? It's going this way. So we have the market trending up. All right. We have a zone down here. How can I tell? And I'm just going through that. This is not the way, this particular part I would mark up a chart, But I see I have it still locked, so I don't have to keep going up there and clicking. But I just want to show you how I actually use these tools when I'm drawing on the chart. So we have 3 areas within this zone that told us, okay, the market does not want to move below this area. All right. I'm just trying to show you guys how to use the tools and how I would use it. So this is where the market is now. I'm going to put a horizontal line right here to let me know, hey, this is the last place you pulled this chart up. This is where you were looking. Oops, see what happens when you leave it locked? And then you put that last line in. But this is the last place I was looking when I marked up this chart and when I was looking at this chart. So I'll put a horizontal line letting me know that August 18th, right? Or excuse me, August 24th, 2018, around 5 o'clock, this is when I was looking at this chart. All right, so I have it marked. What else? All right, so I can clearly see this is an uptrend, right? Let's look over here in an example where I would use the this call out feature right here. I would do this, like for instance, right here, and change this to red. Now, obviously, green. When I draw a zone for green, it's an uptrend. When I draw a zone for red, it's a downtrend. But look, we got an engulfing going up, right? And then so what I would do is I would grab this. I would drop my call out right here, and I would write break of trend into a buy. In this area, right, to notate to myself, okay, this was where the market reverse trends, right? That's just an example. But what I'll do is right here, close to where market is right now, this was a zone right here. So in this real life example, based on where market is right now, I would draw my call out right here. Break of trend into a buy. So this is where the market actually broke this zone and became an uptrend right here. So that's what I would do, is put a call out there. And then if I move on to another chart and I'm drawing on the chart and I happen to, come back around, I can glance at the chart and know exactly what I was looking at. Oh, this is now an uptrend, and I would do something like this to let me know that I believe this is going up. So I move on to another chart. I come back over here. See, I got this drawn up. Perfect example. Broke trend into a buy. This is the last spot where I was looking at this chart, right? Only thing missing is the arrow, right? Letting me know that I believe this is an uptrend. But as long as I have this call out here, letting me know what I was looking at, and I have this area, this is the last time that I was looking at this chart, right? And then if I go back to GJ, look, boom, clean chart, know exactly what I'm looking at a glance, and I know what I want to do. All right, so one more very useful thing that I want to show you guys that I actually do that really changed everything for me. What I would do is, well, first off, let me get rid of this arrow for a second. Get rid of this. But what I'll do is I'll take my trend line, okay, and I will put my trend line right here above my zone, right? Because the market moves in this pattern right here, right? Or this pattern right here. Okay, so these are my two favorite patterns. I know that if I get a break of a zone, I should get a retest for that same zone, right? And if it doesn't retest, that's fine. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just takes off. But that's okay. I have a specific manner in which I like to enter my trades. So what I'll do is I'll put a horizontal trend line right here, right? And there's a special feature that you can use. It's called an alert. I can add an alert right here, right? So I can schedule the alert to let me know when the market actually hits this trend line. So I believe this is an uptrend, right? So what I'll do is I'll leave all of these options the exact same way, right? And here's the cool part. It will send me an email. It will send me an email when this actual trend line gets hit. And I can customize the message. Buy now. I can say 142.305 at 142.305, right? Stop loss. And I'm literally leaving myself a message, right? I can put my stop loss right here at 141. Let's say I'll put my stop loss below this zone right here. Let's say I'll put it here, 140.069. 140.069. Take profit. Let's say I want to take profit all the way up here somewhere. And this is just for example purposes. I have my ratio, that my 1-to-3 ratio that I stick to. But I just want to show you guys. Buy now at this area, put my stop loss at this area, take profit at that area. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating my own alert, right, for my own trading style. All right, and I can even tell myself what lot size I want to use. Use lot size 0.550 or whatever lot size that I want to use associated with my account. So I can literally create this alert, right, and click create, and now I have an alert that's been created and notated right here. Now the email that I use to sign up with TradingView, when the market moves to hit this line, it will shoot me an email, because that's exactly what I told it to do. To my TradingView email, whatever email I used of mine that when I signed up for TradingView, it's going to send me an email straight to my email and let me know, hey, time to take that trade. And so my emails come to my cell phone, so I'll get an email to my phone with that message that I created. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. It'll send me an email with this message that I created, right? Now another thing I want you, now this is I can hide this by clicking that, but if I click this right here, it'll bring up all my alerts. I can manage my alerts, right? But I wanted to show you guys something. You can also get a text message, but in order to have a text message, right, you have to upgrade to the premium plan. Now that's completely up to you, right? You can even do email and text, right? So it says email to SMS is the easiest and absolute free way to send text message from the internet to phones. This site aims to be the most complete, da 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 da. So I can set it to come to my phone, right? So that's how this works. So you can literally draw on your charts, you have a job, if you work, you can draw in your charts on your off time. Check your phone, maybe on your lunch break, whatever, right? Or even if you don't have a job, still, you can be out and about, get an email to your phone. Oh, snap, it's time to take the trade. And then go ahead and take the trade that you schedule yourself to take when the market gets to this particular point. All right, now if I want to delete this alert, all I do is click the X, click yes. It gets rid of the alert, keeps the trend line though, right? And if I want to get rid of the trend line, all I gotta do is do that. Bam, done. All right, so that's pretty cool. It's a feature that I love. The pro plan, like I said, the upgraded plan, I think the free plan, you get only 5 alerts at a time. I draw on a lot of charts, so I upgraded to the lowest plan. I think it's like $15 a month or something like that, so I can receive more alerts. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. I want the paid plan. I use TradingView all the time. I love TradingView, and I don't mind paying for the convenience to actually be able to do what I just showed you guys. But if you want to keep the free one, then you can keep the free one. You have absolutely no reason or no pressure to upgrade to a paid account. They do give you 5 alerts, meaning you can have 5 alerts at one time. And then when you try to do your 6th, they'll block you until you got to upgrade. So you can manage with 5 alerts at a time if you want to. I wanted to be able to do more, so I upgraded. All right, so this is the way that I use TradingView to draw on my charts. This is actually, my toolbar, and the way I actually look at drawing on charts and different things of that nature. I hope this video was very helpful to you. Go ahead and create your TradingView account and have fun drawing on the charts. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube or any other social media platform and you are trading on your own, you would like to be involved with a community of traders where you can receive help, you can get strategies, you can learn how to enter and exit the market, you can learn how to be a profitable trader, and get personal mentorship from myself. What you can do is you can follow me on the social media tags that you see on your screen right now. You can inbox me, message me, let me know, hey, I want to actually be involved with you and get personal coaching from you. You'll get added to my personal chat, my Facebook group for the movement Retired in 365. All right, and yeah, you'll get personal help. You'll get trained. Even if you have no clue how trading works or how to make money in the Forex market, you can get trained from knowing nothing to becoming proficient and profitable with making money straight from your cell phone, from your desktop, laptop, computer, tablet, whatever you use. And you can turn this into something that can pay you literally a full-time quit your job income. And I would be more than happy to work with you and help you and coach you along the way and teach you what you need to know in order to actually make this something that can make you a lot of money. All right, a lot of money, and actually give you access to everything you've ever dreamed of, just from learning how to actually trade in the Forex market. All right, so you can go to my website. If you are inexperienced and you don't know how this works, you can go to my website. You can go to showmein7.com, where I have a 7-minute video up showing people exactly how this works. All right, showmein7.com. I'll put it on the screen for you so you can see it. And if you want to just cut straight to the chase, if you want to just get involved, go to my website, smartphonecash.com, smartphonecash.com, and we'll give you the information and show you exactly how you can get started making money straight from your phone, laptop, desktop computer, or tablet, and be involved in our community, our private community, where we all trade together and make money together and grow together. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. Contact me and connect with me on social media, and I hope this video helped you and gave you a lot of value. Everybody have a great day.